Good evening and welcome to the 5 o'clock news. I'm Pete Ferryman.
And I'm Nora Hart. First at 5 tonight, 2 new crosswalks are going in along Southeast 82nd Avenue in Portland. It's all part of PBOT's project to improve safety on that stretch of road.
Fox 12's McKenna Marks joins us live after speaking to neighbors about these new crosswalks. McKenna, what do people think?
Well, Pete, Nora, there are some mixed reactions to the 2 new crosswalks going in along Southeast 82nd Avenue. One here at Ramona Street and then another a few blocks down the road at Tolman. Now, one person here in the neighborhood tells me that they think these crosswalks will help prevent accidents, but another person tells me they're not feeling quite as optimistic. One thing everyone could agree on, though, is that this stretch of road is no stranger to crashes. As part of the Portland Bureau of Transportation's 82nd Avenue Crossings project, construction on 2 new crosswalks along Southeast 82nd kicked off on Monday.
Wait, 82nd Avenue walk sign is on to cross.
One will go in at 82nd and Ramona, and the other just a few blocks down the street at 82nd and Tolman. I spoke to neighbors who tell me they're glad to hear more protections for pedestrians are on the way.
I think it's a great idea. I think it should be done earlier. It saved a lot of accidents.
East Portland sees nearly twice the number of pedestrian deaths per capita compared to the rest of the city, according to PBOT. In 2024, the agency says 71% of deadly crashes occurred on high crash network streets, including Southeast 82nd Avenue. Neighbor Yuri Faitzer says drivers often speed down 82nd and tells me he was once almost hit trying to cross the street.
Crossing from like one of these spots like this on a bike, and the car nearly hit me.
Other neighbors see the new construction as an inconvenience. Paul Rishkoff works at A&A Motor PDX on the corner of 82nd and Ramona. Once the new crosswalk is installed, drivers won't be able to turn left into the parking lot.
That it's going to be harder to drive in, drive out, so with customers it's going to be even more inconvenient.
But there is one thing everyone seems to agree on. 82nd Avenue is a dangerous stretch of road.
There's been just a lot of speeding on 82nd, like over the last couple of years. It just gets worse and worse, and especially with the drivers, they just get even more reckless.
According to PBOT, over the last 9 years of available crash data through 2023, there were 99 reported pedestrian crashes on 82nd, including 10 pedestrian deaths. I spoke to Zachary Lauritsen with Oregon Walks, a pedestrian advocacy organization collaborating with PBOT on its project. He tells me one of the end goals is to bring in more foot traffic rather than scare it away.
And one thing we hear about 82nd from neighbors is that it's like a barrier, and what we want it to be is like a magnet, that people want to spend time here, and you've got to have a place to be, right? So safe sidewalks allow to do that. Putting trees and street trees allows people to do that more comfortably and safely.
Construction on these 2 new crosswalks is expected to run through October of next year. According to PBOT, drivers should expect to see construction crews and equipment along Southeast 82nd and should anticipate some delays. Reporting live from Southeast Portland, McKenna Marks, Fox 12 Oregon.